For love! For love! Oh yeah! Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? This is Sonny Hollywood Pooney from the Growing Up Rock podcast. And even though Jericho doesn't know who I know who I am, and you're listening to the craziness called the Shout It Out Loudcast. All hell's breaking loose over here, baby!
Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus with another episode of Shout It Out Loudcast. Episode 58. We're calling this one Love's a Deadly Weapon. What a terrible song. Okay. Let's just go with that. Tom, how are you?
That is a terrible song.
Oh, it's a terrible.
It took a terrible tumble listening to that song.
Oh my God, it's bad.
Yeah, so we're recording the night before Valentine's Day. When you hear this, it will be the day after Valentine's Day. So hopefully you all had a nice Star Child style Valentine's Day.
Ooh, yeah, you're waking up next to a loved one, not. What the fuck is that? Not one of those Stonehill times where I creep out of my door and Tom and his wife are out there. And I'm like, did it leave? And they're fucking.
She was not my wife at the time. Let's be clear about the timeline here.
She was in there. I'm like, did it leave? And you're like, I think Bridget was like, Zeus, that's not nice.
Zeus, that's out of line.
Like, oh God, thank God. Oh man. Yep. Nope. She that was quite a lot of fun and a lot of time ago at good old Stonehill.
Yeah, that'll be on our supplemental Stonehill podcast.
Yeah. So speaking of Stonehill, obviously our boy Lynchy, and you've met Carol before, right? His sister,
yeah. Yep.
That I'm friends with and stuff. So the other day you wrote me and you're like, he gave me a smiley emoji, and you're like, Kara started liked our Facebook page with the I sent it to her. I screenshot.
Oh, you did?
She's like, what the fuck is that? I was like, why is he laughing? I'm like, it's just funny that you liked it. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing at us.
Like, it's okay. You can laugh at her.
I'm not laughing at her. Believe me. I think it's great that she's a fan of the show. I think she's a fan of the show.
Yeah. But she got into this story. So she texted me after she heard. This is what I got. And I didn't tell you, like I always tell you guys, me and Tom do not share a lot of our stuff. Tom's favorite words are what?
Save it
for the episode. It's got to be organic.
Exactly.
So she texted me, okay, piss cups. Jeez. That sounds like some sort of treat off an ice cream truck.
Oh, ooh. What kind of ice cream trucks does Kara shop at?
It was like, piss cups. I'm like, I don't know. Did your brother have piss cups in his room? And we were talking about the whole piss cup scenario. And she remembered the Rye Guy story of him sliding and stuff, because I told her to her many times ago. And we just started, and we went off into a different path. And we started talking about, I was like, yeah, piss cups for guys. That's what we do. I was like, maybe we should come up with piss cups for girls, Tom.
Oh, here we go.
So she's like, it's just trying to tell me, my mind works. She's like, but that doesn't work for girls. I'm like, well, maybe it can work for girls. I'm like, when you were rocking those fucking TLC overalls in the 90s and those loose pants. You could certainly fit a piss cup underneath there. She's like, you could. There was an argument going back and forth. So I want to hear from people. Could a female have like a Left Eye Lopez, they fucking TLC overalls, and have a piss cup underneath and be like hanging out with you at the bar and have like a piss cup underneath, standing up, just being like, yo, what's up? And just piss in a cup.
This definitely segues into, we'll save it for the episode. I'm sorry for the episode. We'll save it for the end when we get to our ratings and reviews and questions, because this would qualify as something. We'll save it for the end.
But do you see my point? What do you think? Can you do like loose? People wearing
No.
sweatpants all the time. A woman couldn't put it'd be like a strap on. Would have like elastic bands and then have the piss cup underneath. You just wouldn't be able to sit down.
Now you're drifting off here because there's an actual device out there that I can't remember what it's called. It's probably got some catchy gadget name that allows women to hold the device up to their area and urinate like into like a men's urinal or a toilet standing up.
Piss cup
Yes.
for women.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm correct. And
Yep.
you could be rocking that out with your fucking TLC fucking overalls and be like, yo, what's hanging up? When you'd be like, hey, so what's going on? She's like, 1 second. You're like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just pissing in a cup.
I got it right here. I'm looking at it as we look at it. There's a thing called the Go Girl urination device. Then there's another one called
I knew it.
Then there's another one called the Women's Urinal Funnel. I'm looking at
like a funnel, and it would like go up, and you could tie it, go around your one leg, and leak out the bottom of the leg.
There is a picture right here. It looks like one of those funnels that you use to put oil into your lawnmower.
Oh, we used to funnel vodka in freshman year. Yeah.
Oh my
and
God!
You could have a funnel, and it could go down your sweatpants or your overalls, and have like your garter. What do you call it? Garter belts, and you'd tie it up in like a strap so it wouldn't like get loose.
So
and then it would come down and go down your leg, and you'd have like some sort of like a gutter at the end so that it won't leak onto your shoes or your sneakers.
What is happening right now to this show?
No, but I'm not crazy.
No, I know you're not because I'm looking at him right here.
And we can do a female shout it out loudcast piss cup.
Well, welcome to Shout It Out Loudcast, new listeners.
Yeah. So you can drink beer, listen to our podcast, and piss in public.
If no one knows. And if it's possible to say piss anymore, can we please give a shout out to our buddy Ed Spangenberg over at Click T for doing that unbelievable graphic that we showed on all of our social medias. What did it say when holding isn't an option? Or
and it passed out on the bed.
And it said,
piss cup.
Thank you, piss cup. Oh my God.
The shout it out loud cast piss cup. Yeah, and that was my mind got fixated. How can a woman could have piss? And mind you, of course, she thinks I'm insane. So in addition to that, the conversation went on about like, oh, I'm never getting sleep. And I was like, oh, you know what? I wish I could always I had Ambien for a while that I would take.
Okay.
And I only used it for a bit. And I got the longest lecture about Ambien is so bad for you. You ever heard about this stuff? And she started texting me all these articles about people doing insane shit because of Ambien. Have you heard that?
I have heard of that, yeah.
I haven't heard of any of it. Apparently, one guy in all these stories, there's some fucking website, she was texting me all these stories. One guy woke up and like I guess his computer wasn't working. It was all sticky. I guess in the middle of the night he woke up and pissed all over his computer.
Well, see if he had a piss cup, he wouldn't have been pissing on his computer.
That's my segue.
So there you go. See?
If he had a piss cup, none of that Ambien would have hurt him. I'm curious though. People out there, I said Ambien is fine. I took it a couple times. I never had a problem. The only thing was like, if you have to get up in the morning, that's not a time to take it. It's one of those where you can sleep in and it's not a problem. It's the weekend and you need to get like sleep and you haven't been able to get sleep. That's when I used it.
Yeah,
I want to hear from people.
It's like taking NyQuil when you have to get up and go to work the next day. It's not good.
I want to hear from people. Tell me some of their Ambien stories because I think that'll be great.
Maybe that would be a good bonus episode. Ambien stories.
Have you woken up and pissed all over your computer? So as you can tell, me and Kara have a very intellectual discussion, which is great to talk about as we segue into this, which is like a Valentine's Day. Like, and you can tell I'm the doctor of love because this is what I talk to when I talk to females.
Of course.
How they can get a piss cup in their overalls. Right.
That's how you pick up chicks.
Those are some of the classy ladies I had picked up in college. Hey, you got any piss cups on you?
Try one out on your friggin' Kiss Cruise roommates.
Oh, yeah. Ladies, the bathroom's full. No worries.
Don't worry.
Piss cup. And I'll fucking open up the fucking cabin window and just throw it out. And then somebody's walking the deck and the wind will push the piss into his face.
You could see if you could just sell fucking Kiss Cruise funnels.
Kiss Cruise quarantine as man throws urine in customer's face.
You know what though? Maybe that'll be good. Maybe the urine will kill the friggin' coronavirus that you'll be spreading while you're on the fucking cruise.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Females, George, there's no bathroom. Please, you have to use something else. That's all right. Can I have your coffee mug? I wouldn't drink from that.
Oh shit! Back on the track here.
Please. Now, I think we talk about Kiss on this podcast, right?
We do. Yeah, let's get into it.
We do. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, what do we? What happened last week? What episode did we talk about?
We talked about our show review. We talked about the Manchester show with David Lee Roth.
That's right. Yep. Good feedback there.
Yeah, we did. We had so our
Sarah said.
Yes, we got a nice Facebook share from Aaron Martell. He shared our Facebook episode posting, and then he said I was there too. You guys were spot on with the concert review for both Dave and Kiss. He said I also saw somebody walking around in a Shout It Out Loudcast T-shirt, and I responded. I said that was me, and then Zeus is like, or it could have been you. We were the only friggin' people wearing them, I think, unless there was another person that we didn't see.
Of course. Yeah. Never know. And we wish we met him.
Yeah, thank you to Aaron for sharing that on Facebook and commenting on the show. So that was good. Yeah.
Yep. And then we still have some time before the Mansfield show, which is in September. So anybody going to the Mansfield show, heavy Mayo involved.
That's right.
We'll see you guys there.
And we're I don't know. We're bouncing out the ideas. We have that mobile recording device. Could be maybe a friggin' parking lot episode.
Yeah, parking lot episode of Piss Cups and Kiss.
I'll tell you right now, if there's ever a time for a piss cup, that tailgate parking lot in Mansfield is Piss Cup Central.
Piss Cup Central.
Absolutely.
Big time.
Absolutely.
So, and we had a poll about which song we were happy to hear. There was only 2 selections, guys. Sorry, there's not more. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was Parasite and Tears Are Falling. No surprise, Parasite pummeled it in the poll. But the people that liked Tears Are Falling were very passionate about it. And our buddy Murph had an interesting comment about that poll. And the poll was worded as, what song were you most pleased to see added to the set list? Mm-hmm. And Murph goes, what song was I most pleased to see or pleased to hear? Meaning, I think Murph, with a lot of other fans out there, love Tears Are Falling. I'm not sure if Murph enjoyed hearing Tears Are Falling. So we heard that from a couple other people as well, too.
Yeah. And I think a few people agreed. In the sad part about we commented on it was Tommy butchered the Bruce solo. He butchered.
Which is unusual, we've said, because I know Bruce, all these Kiss guitarists have their own flash and style, and Tommy's excellent. But it was so bad. We looked at each other. We were like, ooh, yikes.
Yeah, and we're not tech guys. We're not musicians, but we're like, ooh, that doesn't sound right.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
so
then,
that was...
Yep. And then the only thing else I want to bring up, the Misery Seekers out in full force.
Still.
Continuing the same shit.
Yep.
Lip syncing, this and that. It never ends. And the jumping on other people's posts when people are sharing their excitement or love of a certain band or certain thing, and they have to just jump in. It's like saying, I red is my favorite color. Oh, well, red, that's just stupid color.
Yep.
Or Oh, that place closed down. When I was a young child, I used to go to that restaurant all the time with my family. It brings back so many great memories. And then somebody jumps in. Yeah, well, I had food poisoning last time I went, and it was disgusting.
Or even like you brought up an example before we started recording. You're like, because a lot of these Facebook groups, there's a lot of people that get really excited about posting things that they've added to their collection. Like, oh, look at this Japanese import of killers, or look at this whatever this Mexican edition of Greatest Kiss or whatever. Yeah. And then you got people like, oh, that's bullshit. What are you gonna waste $40 on that for? I'm like, dude, fuck you. Then don't comment.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, like someone put something like, this is not me. I don't, but I'm saying, let's say I did like making like model cars, or some people like doing model kits. And if you enjoy it, this is me coming over and going, oh, you like that? That's stupid. Like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? Why don't you just let this person enjoy it? Why do you have to fucking kick dirt on his face? Like, come on.
I know.
It's one thing if me and you on our show page tweet something publicly and ask for comments.
That's different.
What do you think?
Yep.
But if I'm commenting personally on something, why the fuck do you jump in on my comment, not the originator's comment, but my comment, and throw in your 2 cents of nonsense?
Yeah. I know.
I didn't ask for it.
Yep.
And it's just whatever. Congratulations, you fucking misery seekers. Hey, I'm miserable about something. I need to make everybody else miserable.
Yeah, but it's not going to work, though. Because just like in Revenge of the Nerds, there are a lot more of us than there are of you.
Yeah, we got news for you. The beautiful people out there.
That's right.
I'm a nerd. I'm pretty proud of it.
Pretty proud of it. Hold it right there.
Hold it, coach. Hold it right there.
Friggin' the 85 Bears walk out.
Yeah, fucking look like Walter Payton and Eric Dickerson. And they're supposed to be in college.
I know.
What the fuck?
Oh, God.
Anyway.
So what is this episode about tonight? We haven't even really. Wait. There's one other. Oh, wait. Go ahead. We gotta get to Kiss news.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to get you.
Okay. So news. Obviously the tour is rolling on. People are posting a lot of things on social media. They're loving it. They're posting pictures of David Lee Roth, who's killing it. Take note, Kiss. David Lee Roth has mixed up his set list already after fucking 3 shows or whatever. He's already changing his.
And he still looks like he's having a ball, with a big smile on his face.
Yep, exactly.
But he did say something stupid. I saw in today's news.
Go ahead.
That he said, like, I can see Kiss continuing without Paul and Gene. Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
don't give him any ideas.
I know.
Stop that nonsense, okay?
But no,
I mean, I can too, but let's not give him any ideas.
I think Roth, I think he's injecting a ton of energy and buzz into this tour, and I think it's just going to continue. So he's been great. And then the other news that all the misery seekers out there are going to glom onto. Just announced, performing Monday, February 17th, Kiss will be on America's Got Talent.
That boy's got talent.
Yeah, so tune in as the episode and performance Monday, February 17th at 8 p.m.
Well, that's definitely going to be lip sync. Let's be blunt.
Oh, you'd see, now you just set yourself up for the misery.
But that is, because they always do those lip syncs. Everybody does.
Of course it's going to be lip syncing. Yeah, but then people are going to be like, oh, how can you tell they're always lip syncing?
And then fucking Stewart in his Mandals, fresh off his Monsters of Cock cruise, is going to jump in and, again, because he was saying some nonsense about Kiss again.
Oh, yeah.
Live.
Yeah. Well, he's just spent the last week jerking off all the guys on the, like you said, the fucking Monsters of Rock cruise, which we know our buddies, we love them. They went on it. Our buddy Steve and Sonny and Steven and Tony, they all had a great time. They posted wonderful pictures. Looks like they had a blast, but fuck Stewart.
I think they got to hang out with the backup keyboard player for Lillian Axe.
Don't make fun of them. But I'll tell you this is why we love those guys. They actually took a picture of Stewart and sent it to us.
Yeah, but I said, this is bullshit. Where are the Mandals? Pan down. I want Mandals.
Would you say this is bullshit? I want Bush pan down.
We've got Mandals.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm getting tired of Betty.
How can you get tired of those Mandals, Takashi?
Oh, I see your point.
Oh, God.
That is the most racist and racially insensitive character in
That entire movie. I would love to do a one of those. You ever see those things on social media where it shows little kids listening to Kiss or AC/DC for the first time and they go nuts? I would love to show Revenge of the Nerds to like the cancel culture on my God. Like grab a bunch of kids from like BU and sit them out and say, "Hey kids, we're gonna watch Revenge of the Nerds. What do you think?"
Nothing. Put them in somewhere else like Yale or Harvard.
All right, well, that too. You know what I mean? That entire movie is completely off the rails.
What part? The rape scene?
That's what I mean.
Racially insensitive parts, or
we say it all the time. Maybe I keep saying bonus episode. Maybe we'll do a movie review of Revenge of the Nerds for a bonus episode.
I see your point.
All right, let's get into
now.
What are we doing?
Yes. All right. So, our topic today, obviously, V-Day is yesterday because we're taping today. Now I feel like the guy from what do you call it? Spaceballs. Yeah, I was like,
when will then be now? We just missed it.
When was that? Just now. We're taping today. Valentine is tomorrow. You'll be hearing this, and Valentine's will be yesterday.
There you go. Well done.
Yes. And so we wanted to do something a little bit fun. So we said, okay, it's easy to just say top love songs or romantic songs. So we want to do it a little bit differently. So me and Tom came up with, because we never do things right by the book. Right, Tom? We always got to do things shout it out Loudcast way.
Right.
So we said, let's come up with 5 songs that you would play for your Valentine.
Yep.
And 5 songs that would not be a good idea to play for your Valentine, or 5 non or black Valentine or something like along those lines that you shouldn't play for your Valentine's Day. Okay.
Exactly.
So I think it's a fun subject. It's going to be all over the place. We always got to start off with the nice, kind way, and then become dickheads later on and go.
Oh, absolutely. End with the bad 5, as I call it.
Yeah. But before we get started, I'm going to have to go sing Peter Criss's solo album in its entirety to my Valentine. 1 second.
And we're back. My Valentine just finished reading my body. So let's get into it right now.
Oh, man. All right. So let's start off with, Tom, what is the number 5 song you would sing to Murph when he snuggled up with you as your Valentine?
Oh, no. All right. Now, we're talking Valentines here.
Yeah, these are not Valentine.
This is not necessarily a song I like, because I'm going to tell you right now. This is a wonderful Valentine's Day song, but in the Kiss catalog, it's borderline unlistenable. So let's see what people think. The Detroit Rock City soundtrack, that was Nothing Can Keep Me From You. However, it's a lovely song. It's got very nice lyrics. It's Paul, trying to woo the ladies. It's a very sweet ballad, but it's a horrible song.
Yeah. When Peter Criss has better career advice than Paul, it's a bad choice. And he's like, why aren't we doing a rocker for this song, for this soundtrack?
Exactly.
Yep.
Agreed. Yep.
All right. Now I'm going to go off a little bit of a beaten path. It's not so much of a ballad.
Go ahead.
It's something that I think if you listen to it, a woman will be like, ooh, this guy's singing his heart out for me. Here we go. Yes, the much maligned Anything for My Baby.
Oh, I love that song all the way around. The chorus is a little bit cheesy, but the verses are great. Plus, it's Dressed to Kill, but great song.
But I would steal
Anything for My Baby. Absolutely. Now, it's a great song. It's a great song. So I was debating on what I want to do at number 4. So I had a couple of options here. I'm going to not take this one because I think you might. All so right. My number 4 is this one. We're going to fall in love tomorrow. Not tonight. We're going to fall in love tomorrow. First of all, great song. Oh. It's unmasked. It's Paul just being his lovey, cheesy 80s self, and it's just a fantastic song. Any lady would love to have that song sung to them.
I was going to put it on. I just don't like the song.
Okay. Well, but
like to me, that should have been on there, but I feel as though my Valentine would know that I'm phoning it in, Tom. If I played this for her and be like, this is to you, she'd be like, you don't even like the song. You're right. I don't.
That's true.
And then I'd be phony. So
your rhymes would be so corny.
Yeah. I have a warped sense of warped mind. So I'm thinking this is for my V-Day. Well, what kind of V-Day? Well, I've had many over the years. I'm the bachelor, remember? Yep. So I have had some that would find this song fun. My leathers fit tight around me.
Yes.
Sweet pain.
Excellent.
I don't know about you guys out there, but we've always, at least me, I've had a pretty long life here, bacheloring it up. Always find that one person out of nowhere. They're like, holy shit, this woman's fucking a freak, that would like a little beating here and there, or a slap on the ass, or this and that. And Jean's sweet pain might give her a little like, ooh, we're getting kinky tonight.
I do not condone Zeus's thoughts about beating women. So just document that. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Billy D. Williams beating on women. That's the fucking best.
All right. Man. So again, I made my good list very, very lovey and syrupy and corny here. Except for this one. That's right, because when it's Valentine's Day, you make me rock hard, baby. Absolutely. Not everything has got to be nothing can keep me from you. It's time to get a little dirty sometimes. So that's my number 3.
I'm not going to give much away. I like it. And it's a nice new segment that we have on the bonus episodes, right?
That's right.
So we might be considering changing that episode part, right? From You Matter to Me.
Oh, God, no.
Tom,
can't do it.
What makes you rock hard? Come on.
Can't. God. No. Can't do it.
On that same theme, Tom, here we go. My number 3. Right before that song, I'm going to sing to my lady, Let's Put the X in Sex.
Knew it. I knew. That's why I didn't take it. That's why
First of all, I love the song. And shout out to our good friend and listener, Brian, who's going through a little bit of a tough time. I hope you'll like that I picked that song. We're all thinking of you, and we're all with you, buddy. We love you, and we appreciate it, and God bless you, buddy, okay?
Absolutely. Yes.
But go ahead, Tom.
We know he absolutely hates that song, so maybe this will put a smile on his face.
Let's put the X in sex. What a better way of being kinky if you follow the lyrics in that song.
God, brutal.
And then you saw those black lace panties, and I knew that it was you.
The best part about that song is the video.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you doing, Paul?
Oh, that one first chick when they're marching.
Yeah,
the biggest ball splitter I've ever seen in a chick in a video.
Yeah. That's going to be...
If you guys are curious what a ball splitter is, feel free to tweet us about it.
Eventually, what we're going to do is we're going to put a Shout It Out Loudcast dictionary together for you. So that you can join along as you're listening to the episodes. You'll be able to interpret everything that we're saying.
Dad, what's a ball splitter?
Come here, I'll show you. Listen to these guys.
Let's put the X in sex. We're up to number 2 for you, buddy.
All right, so we're gonna get back to the lovey-doveyness here.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, look, I got my dirty number. I got my dirty 5. This is
dirty 5. Okay, go ahead.
This is my nice 5. So. Just kind of about as bad as Nothing Can Keep Me From You, but a song that could work. I don't know if it will, but it's just horribly corny, horribly cheesy, and easily the worst song on an otherwise spectacular album. Hold Me, Touch Me.
Oh my God.
And I put this on a little tongue in cheek because yes, it's a corny love song, but it's so corny that you run on the risk of the girl being like, "Dude, what the fuck is this? What are you playing right now?" But it's a great song. It's Paul pouring out his soul.
When you describing how bad the song was, I thought until you said from a good album.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say, "I finally found my way."
Well, no. The reason why it's funny that you say that. That song is about like that's a song about himself. He's not really singing about like a woman or anything. He's talking about.
But he said, "I finally found my way back to you."
Yeah, but I take that as like I was an asshole and now I'm not. Like,
there's a good love thought.
Hold me, touch me, think of me when we're apart.
Think of me. Hey, are you thinking of me? What are you wearing? What are you thinking about?
Yeah, I was just going to start doing the impersonation of the friggin' NWA. Just don't bite it.
Ooh, God damn! I just said biting and shit. God damn. My number 2 might be your number 1, and I'm sorry, I'm taking it. NWA. Don't matter. Just don't bite it. Forever.
Okay.
How can you go wrong playing that for somebody?
It's a spectacular song. That's a song. If you can put aside, the ballad corniness, etc., that is just. And we say this all the time, and I can't wait until we get to the Hot in the Shade review. But just that solo of Bruce the song is just spectacular. I love it. I still like
drumming. I love the drums of Eric on the drums, especially when you see the video and you can see him go at it. The only thing I think about Forever, if it came out earlier, I would have liked it. I just feel like it's not as authentic because it came out during those every band has got to put a ballad out.
Well, I think that,
so that's the thing. So, okay, Paul concentrated on making a ballad, not Paul was going through, fell in love. And maybe it is. Maybe it's when he married his first wife, that he wrote this song. I don't think it is, but you never know. Like, what caused that? I think that was written because him and Michael Bolton, let's come up with a hit.
Well, yeah, because that was 89, 90, and that's when the power ballads were taking over the world.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a little not as authentic.
But with that being said, I think in the year 2020, it's one of the better ones that holds up, that doesn't sound like, it's not I Remember You by Skid Row, which is just like a fucking prom song. Forever could be considered that too, but Forever is a spectacular song.
That was my number 2. Your number 1.
That was not my number 1. I had Forever on my list, but my number 1 is here because this was almost my wedding song. Every Time I Look at You. I think the song is tremendously underrated. I know that they were aiming for another sequel to Forever, and it didn't get the play that it should have, and it kind of fell under the radar, like a lot of what was on Revenge did. But I love that song. I still listen to it now. If it comes on shuffle, I love it. And again, that was very, very close to being my wedding song. There's a couple verses in there that don't really fit the mold of a wedding song, but it was close. And I love that song. So that's my number 1.
Yeah, I just think sometimes that gets a little bit of the Paul Psycho Circus treatment. We're like, oh, you got to like this. Yeah. I'm going to put it on Unplugged. Yep. I'm going to put Forever didn't make it. Let's get this one to make it.
Agreed. I agree.
And it got a little bit of that fatigue where it's right after Forever came out.
Yep. No, you're right.
It's a good song. I can't complain.
You're right.
Did
you have any, do you want to do honorable mentions now?
What do you mean? I didn't do my number 1.
I'm sorry. I thought Forever was your number 1.
No, that was my number 2. I was saying that I think that was going to be your number 1.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
My number 1, for many reasons, is this. I love this song. You're All That I Want, off of Unmasked. And I said for many reasons. Number 1, I think it's authentic. And I know you guys are going to laugh because it's Gene. Gene and Kiss did not write true love songs like this. Somehow this came out during 1980 when they were doing this, 79, 80, whenever he wrote this. Or whenever he did this, because I know there was the awesome demo. And I play just now the demo version because I like the acoustic part. I think it's a little bit more. I I can't say enough about it. I've always liked it. It's my favorite song on Unmasked. I'm still looking to try to get the best bootleg version of the Unmasked tour where they played that. There's something about the song I really enjoy, and it sounds authentic because Gene doesn't usually write stuff like that. So maybe he had some sort of a epiphany and he had some sort of love for somebody at that time. But You're All That I Want. It's my favorite for them, and I think the lyrics would be perfect for Valentine. You're all that I want. You're all that I need. So
yeah,
there you go.
That's exactly why I didn't pick it, because I knew that was going to be not only in your list, but I was pretty sure it was going to be a number one. So
yeah,
but I had that as an honorable mention anyways, because you're right. It's that rare Gene ballad.
Yeah, a couple ones that I only going to name one honorable mention if you're okay with that.
Yeah,
and I was going to put I Still Love You.
Yep.
The unplugged version.
Yes. Now, another honorable mention that I had was, I know it sounds cliched, but I Was Made for Loving You.
No, I get it.
You know?
Somebody hears that song being played to them, they might get a little tingly.
Absolutely. Get a little star child in your overalls.
And then something I was going to say, I was going to be like things that didn't make sense too much was like something like Stand, which I know you hate, but that's like a support song. It's not a love song.
No, it's not a love song.
By my side, you know. No. And that's why I was like, I was a little bit, I'm not sure about some of these tracks. I was going to do I Can't Stop the Rain, but I'm like, I don't know if that's really a love song. It's more of a depressing song.
The funny thing about these selections was I could not find anything prior to the solo albums that would even fit.
Well, I did. I found Anything for My Baby.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was you're right. That was probably the closest.
But you probably didn't even occur to you because you're like, that's not a slow tempo song.
Right. But if you look at those first 6 albums, there's like, what am I going to put Plasticaster on there?
Grab a hold of me faster.
Right, exactly. Like they did not get into that until
Beth. Beth is a ballad, but it's not a fucking love song.
Exactly. It's not a love song.
Stop bitching, lady. I'll be home in a bit, all right?
Exactly. That's what that is. Right. They didn't get into the true ballady type of shit until probably like Unmasked, I mean, like some of the other songs we talked about, but yeah, there was nothing in that that prime era that would fit.
Perfect.
Yep.
Let's flip the script.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna go to 5 songs you probably don't want to send your Valentine, or 5 songs you're pissed off about, or something that's upsetting, or whatever. Why don't I go first?
Songs that would not create a lovey-dovey atmosphere. Although I will say, I will present this caveat: we don't know what kind of relationships you have out there with your significant others.
Yeah.
So some of these songs may work better than the songs that we just listed. Maybe your significant other has absolutely no interest in hearing Forever, and they would rather hear whatever maybe some of these songs we're about to talk about. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah. So number 5 for me.
Yep.
This. I don't think your lady wants to be called a 2-timer.
Oh, all right. That's a good one. Yes.
Right?
That's right. That's right.
My baby's a 2-timer.
Yeah, you don't want that
She's
one.
a 2-timing me.
That's right. Good one. Good one.
Yeah. So go ahead, Tom. You're up.
All right. So my top 5 is maybe not as angry or bitter as Zeus's. Mine's more of just a little bit less huggy, kissy, maybe a little bit more dirty. So number 5, we'll start with this one. Let's cut the talk and get on with the action. Down on your knees.
Honey, I just sent you here's my playlist. Down on your knees.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Are you ready to rock? I'm talking about satisfaction. So let's cut the talk. That's right.
Yeah. So number 4 for me, another fuck you song, Heart of Chrome.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Some bitch took my fucking sexy conversations and sold it to the BBC, Tom.
That is one of the angriest Paul songs, but I think because he's writing it from a true thing.
And then they edited it so they could put some of that fucking into a car commercial.
Yeah.
Or whatever that commercial was they was on,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. All right. So let's get back to some filth for number 4. Here we go. Yep. The bigger the cushion, the better the pushing. Most definitely. I need a whole lot of woman. Ooh, to keep me satisfied. Who doesn't want to hear that song on Valentine's Day?
Oh,
Got
God.
no manners. That's right, baby. Spit. Oh, love it.
It don't mean shit to me.
Oh, it's a great song.
the lyrics would just be
It's horrible.
the woman would probably, are you calling me fat? What
Yes.
does that mean?
Yeah, I'm saying I want a whole lot of woman. Yeah. Mama.
Pushing, the better the pushing.
I love it.
How long has that been in like childhood lingo? Like,
Oh, God.
like
yeah, but
playground sayings and stuff. And he just said, Gene heard it and put it in his lyric book. I'm going to use that in a song someday.
But he makes it 10 times better by adding in the most definitely.
Why is he?
I love that. That makes it.
It sounds like the segment in Revenge of the Nerds. Swing low, sweet.
Yes.
And
Yep.
then they put on Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh, my God.
All right. We're up to number 3. Oh, this is just inappropriate. It's mine what yours is mine. Baby, don't say no, no, no. What the fuck? Is that like the Me Too movement's anti-theme?
Yep.
Holy shit, is that politically incorrect? Oh, the whole lyrics, everything about it.
Yep.
No, no, no.
No. There's a lot. There is a lot of stuff off of that album. So
Imagine sending that to somebody now. They'd be like, oh, but baby, I just don't want you to say no. What do you mean you don't want me? I'm saying no. No means no. Like, oh, what the fuck?
oh, it doesn't. Not on Crazy Nights. It don't.
Get arrested for sending that to somebody now. Oh,
So let's stay on target with this here.
stay on target. I can't stay on target.
Ah! All right, my number 3. Here we go. Well, as bad as No, No, No was, I don't know if your girl's going to like it when you say, well, you'll swallow everything when you're with me, when your walls come down.
When her sugar walls come down.
Oh, what a great song. Oh, what a great song, man.
Just the lady singing it was great. The song was,
I love it. You got your script from a Cosmo guide, 15 ways to find a lover. Don't make me chase you because the author lied. Settle down, Paul. What the fuck, dude?
That's not Paul.
What do you mean?
That's not Paul. You think that's Paul coming up with that shit? That's fucking.
Oh, no.
When your walls come down.
Seriously,
When your
I'm
walls
telling you,
come down.
almost a lot of this
You
shit
write
comes
that
from-
alone, right? That song.
I don't have that in front of me. I probably should. So what do we? Go ahead.
So while I go to my number 2, my number 2, just what am I going to say here? I'm just going to play it. I don't think any girl would love to hear a song when a man says, I'm going to bang you.
Dude, that is 3 songs in a row from Crazy Nights. So that's all you need to know about this album.
Bang you. I'm going to shoot you down with my
love gun. Oh, see what I mean?
That's not even clever. That's just fucking horrible.
It's just, but it's Paul, so we love it.
Bang, bang.
Oh my God. Bang. I'm going to shoot you down with my love gun. Paul, enough with the love gun. We get it, buddy. Oh my God. All right. Where am I? Oh. All right. So we're at my number 2.
Correct, sir.
All right. I don't know. Maybe your Valentine would want to hear this coming from you. So I know what you like. You're not sleeping at night. I know you're losing control. You've got to keep me coming. Keep me coming. Woo!
Keep me coming.
Now, I think that is, in my opinion, arguably the worst song on Creatures of the Night.
Yeah.
But lyrically, it's Paul just being like, you look at these lyrics, like, oh my God, just terrific shit from Paul.
And by the way, When Your Walls Come Down was written with Adam Mitchell and Bruce.
Okay.
Anyways, my number one. Holy fuckballs. I don't know who the fuck is going to be, impressed when you send this over to your loved one. Yes, the Chris Jericho favorite, Dance All Over Your Face. First of all, it's like a revenge type of song, like "I'll fuck you" and I'm gonna dance all over your face. I don't care what anybody tells me. That it means I'm going to jizz all over your face.
That is
about the worst thing you could say to somebody, right?
How many songs are in the Kiss catalog? And we both had the same number one. That's my number.
Did?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that is the most vulgar, offensive.
That is the most. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Nothing's beating that. Nothing's
it's an offensive odor.
Yeah. Nothing is beating that. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Dance All Over Your Face is off of Lick It Up, is just in a category of its own, I think. In my opinion, at least that is. Honorable mentions for you?
Yeah, honorable mention. So I had, let me get out of this. I had Take Me as an honorable mention. You know, what girl doesn't want to hear, hey, can you come over here for it? Can you put your hand in my pocket and grab onto my rocket?
I think I had, did you have one other one? For this one, I had two. Do you have another one?
Yeah, I do. I had another one. I had Get to the Good Stuff, Read My Body.
That was my number two.
Okay.
How'd you just tell somebody, read my body?
Get to the good. Turn the page. Get to the. There's so many. I mean, you think, especially when you're getting like really into like the later 80s, like it's just because that's what bands were writing about in the 80s was all sex.
So it's not an honorable mention, but I do want to mention it because somebody might say to us, well, why wouldn't you put Lick It Up in there? Because Lick It Up is not a kiss off song. I mean, if you read the lyrics, life's such a treat and it's time you taste it. It's kind of like, let's get dirty. It's a little, let's put the X in sex.
Well, your rules were a little bit different. Like you came up with your own rules. I came up with mine. You were looking at songs like that were maybe angry or vulgar or anti-love. Like I looked at songs that were just kind of like dirty and like nasty, not huggy, lovey. So for me, I could have had Lick It Up because it's like, it's not really like a way to pick up a chick, but maybe if she's a pig, you just say, hey, listen to Lick It Up.
Yeah, but you couldn't say to somebody that you were into and you were having a relationship and you were going to get kinky that night, like, life's such a treat. It's time you taste it. There ain't a reason on earth to waste it.
Yeah, lick it up.
Listen, honey, it ain't a crime to be good to yourself.
Exactly.
Lick it up. So that's like a pleasure. Like you're not demeaning that person.
No, I know, but
I can't believe I'm philosophically debating Kiss lyrics of Lick It Up with you.
No, but it's just because we kind of had our own self-imposed rules on our top fives.
Like, I don't find that it's not an offensive odor, Tom.
Right, but that was a rule that you came up with. You right. It was like your anti-Valentines was like mean song, like non.
No, but I had some like Bang Bang You.
Yeah.
No. And this one too, I had that none of us meant. And the honorable mention was Save Your Love.
Yeah, that's a nasty.
Save Your Love. Yep. I don't want it.
And we didn't have all night. That's an obvious one.
That could have, but that would have been on the other side for me.
Could have been.
That would have been like, ooh, when you work all day, baby, let's all night.
You love me to hate you, like different.
Yeah,
like
that could be kind of a.
But there's like
a cat on a hot tin roof.
Yeah. There's so many, and we would love for people out there when you listen to this. Please, we always love the interaction about you guys giving us your lists or your number one or your top 5 or whatever. Because that'll be fun to see.
Yeah, so we're talking your top 5 positives for your Valentine, and your top 5. Not a good idea.
That's a good way to put it. Maybe not a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Sending something, calling somebody a 2-timer. Or telling her the bigger the cushion, the better the pushing.
Yeah, exactly. Might not work.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that would be an offensive odor, Tom. Smells like the beach.
God.
Anyways, that was the list. That was a lot of fun to do, and we've been kind of saving this one.
That's our Valentine's Day celebration. Even though you'll hear it a little bit after Valentine's Day, but that's okay.
Just now.
That's right.
Anyways, so usually you know what we do. We go into questions. What do you got?
Yeah. So this question comes via an email. If I could find it, that would make life easier for me.
Okay.
Okay. So this comes from Sean McNair. So this is an email we received.
He says, "Hey,
Steve McNair."
Oh.
Sean McNair. So he says, "Hey guys, new listener to the podcast, 43-year fan of Kiss. I have a question about a comment I've heard from many sources. Quote, it's a good album, just not a good Kiss album. My question for you is, what is a Kiss album? Does it have to meet up with the standards set by the first 6 studio albums? Can a, quote, real Kiss album be more about naked women? Just wondering what you think about this. Sean, thanks for the question. That's a good one because Zeus and I say that a lot. We say, oh, it's a good album. It's just not a good Kiss album. Oh, it's a good song. It's just not a good Kiss song. You want to start with this?
I would say the first thing that comes right to mind are the one album that we reviewed is Gene Simmons' solo album. That's not a Kiss album.
Yep.
Okay. And number 2 would an album that we always talk about. We haven't reviewed, but we talk about because I always bring it up, and that's Peter Criss's album. That's not a Kiss album. I find in another one that we did these are my opinions. You can shoot off afterwards, Tom.
Yeah.
Is one that we reviewed already. Unmasked is not a Kiss album. I would say, The Elder is not a Kiss album. I would suggest that, Carnival of Souls is not a Kiss album.
So with that being said,
maybe Psycho Circus is not a Kiss album.
So I think he's asking why though, like what is it about those that why aren't they Kiss albums?
First of all, they don't follow the formula.
Yep.
Boris to the chorus.
Yep.
Anthems. Songs about fun, songs about love, songs about sex, songs about rock and roll, songs about overcoming odds, and you can do it, Waterboy type of lyrics. Fun songs.
Okay, go ahead.
Rocky songs with good riffs and stuff. That does not. First of all, Gene Simmons and Peter Criss off the top to me don't fall in that category. Unmasked is not a rock album. That's not a Kiss album. I don't care what they say. One song off of Dynasty does not make it a not Kiss album. Just because I Was Made for Loving You, that's still a Kiss album to me. Psycho Circus, there's no Kiss themes in it.
Well, it does have a couple of anthemic. It does have a couple of anthems.
Yeah, though. But it's not like no party, no girls, nothing. Same thing I would say with Carnival of Souls.
See, okay, I see what you're saying. I kind of go ahead.
I'm just saying they have more than the 2 solo albums I mentioned, but that's what I would just go off the top of my head.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying.
What about you?
So yeah, so I think it's the style of the. I think it's the music combined with the lyrical content, like Zeus said. So Psycho Circus to me, I think half of Psycho Circus is a Kiss album. I think Raise Your Glasses is like an anthemic, corny, you can do it song. I Pledge Allegiance to the State of Rock and Roll. Even Psycho Circus, not a great song, but there's a lot of songs on there that are not like Kiss song. And like Zeus said, they're not about girls. They're not about partying. They're not about living life. Like Carnival of Souls, I like it. That's not a Kiss album. No one thinks that's a Kiss album. Mm-hmm. Unmasked, great album, one of my favorites. I truly do love it. Musically, it's not a Kiss album because that's not Kiss is guitar, drums, bass, riffs, solos, rock it out with your cock out kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Or jamming out with your clam out.
Yep. And they got back to that on Creatures of the Night, Lick It Up, Animalize, all those songs. They had a lot of the, like people say, the fuck me, suck me songs. It doesn't need to be all of that, but I think and I think you can spot a Kiss album from a mile away. And I think a lot of Kiss fans would be like, that's a Kiss album. That's not. It's a good album, but it's not a quote Kiss album. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a great question, Sean. Thank you for sending that in.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we got another one from an email from Mike the Rookie. He doesn't give us his last name, so
Mikey
maybe
Ruderman?
Mikey Ruderman.
He's always getting his ass kicked on the ball field.
So he says, big fan of the podcast, always entertaining. Thank you. I've been a Kiss fan from way back as a kid in the 70s. Love the new bonus episode idea. Well, thank you for that, Mike. And then he asks a question. Unfortunately, he says, is there a link, he talks about Spotify. And unfortunately, we have not gotten to that point where we have a Spotify account that we can share lists and rankings, etc. We'll see if we can do something with that, whether it's Spotify or Apple Music. Unfortunately, right now, we don't have that, but it's a good question, and maybe it'll push us in that direction. And then he says, thanks for all the laughs, Mike. And Mike, thank you for listening, and thank you for that email. And we'll see what we can do about getting some playlists out there.
Yeah, I think you have to have like a certain I don't have a Spotify. I never use Spotify. You know me. I listen to the same shit all the time.
Yeah, and my streaming subscription is Apple Music. I don't use Spotify, so.
And besides, from what Spotify is doing and kicking a lot of our brethren off, that's the other part that I'm not too keen about. And that is that they are kicking some of our favorite podcasts off their platform. And if you guys want to hear about that, go listen to Decibel Geek. Cobras and Fire just talked about it, and it's always funny. So they use those podcasts to improve their ratings, to get more listeners. Then they tell and use that advertising. Look how many people we have listening to Spotify. Come give us more money. And then they take that money and say, you podcasters can't be on there because you're ripping off the artists, but let me get more advertising dollars off of you guys, then kick you off and put that money in our pocket so we can screw more artists, even though you promote the artists more than we do.
Yep.
And the artists that you guys are talking about will make you go out and buy those CDs or download their music or go to a concert because you guys are talking. You're putting more money into those artists' pockets directly as podcasters than Spotify does when they're 4-cent fucking royalties that they give people.
Yeah, and I can't recall. Forgive me, I can't recall if it was Baco on Cobras and Fire or if it was Chris or Aaron on excuse me, Decibel Geek. They were talking about it, and one of them said, like, what are listeners going to do? What are they going to download the podcast, then cut and paste the song, and then listen to the song? Like oh, now I got a copy of fucking
exactly the song from Dawkins off Back for the Attack,
right?
And now I can play it on my thing because I ripped it off because they were discussing it from that song, or I could just go to YouTube and just rip it off that way. Yeah, who knows why they do it and stuff, because I love those guys. They do a great job. So anyways, great questions. For us, you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora now, YouTube. You can get us all on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're very interactive on there. And then you can email us. Email us at shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. Shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. Feel free to leave a review for us on iTunes, Stitcher, anywhere. Give us one of those 5-star child reviews. We really appreciate it. It helps people find our podcast. And I've got a funny, one pretty funny review. And I found this because now I'm able to get some of our reviews off of that are not in this country. They don't show up in iTunes on Apple. Where is it there?
Chartable.
Yeah. I think it was called Chartable, right?
Yep.
And so one of the reviews that we got is actually quite funny. And this is in Canada, Inside the Beehive. Good stuff. Probably my favorite Kiss podcast. However, sometimes these guys say certain things that shouldn't be said on a public podcast.
Wait, you mean
What
like
part?
you mean talking about women's piss funnels at the beginning of the show?
Piss cups or Kiss lyrics? Which part?
Seriously. That's a compliment.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that, Mr. Beehive.
I don't either.
We're your favorite, and yet the stuff that we say should. First of all podcasts are in public, consumption. You can find them.
Yeah.
So, we're not on there like someone's turning the radio and be like, "Hey, yeah." Then I got a female piss cup, and then I did this, and then Paul said, "Read my body." And
we don't fall under the rules of the FCC like the radio.
Yeah, someone have to search us out. So, but we love your feedback. Feel free to email us more if you want to give us more of a heads up.
Yeah, no, thank you for the review. And honestly, I mean, I understand what you're saying. We're glad that you consider us your favorite Kiss podcast. And honestly, I can't stress this enough. This is me and Zeus, even when the microphones aren't on. I mean, like and like Zeus said earlier, there's the only thing we plan in advance is the topic. That's it. We don't like Zeus's story that he told me tonight about his friend Kara with the thing. I had no idea that story even existed until tonight while we were recording. This is all organic. So you're hearing the real thing.
So it's thoughts. Me and him like have something like I'll be like, you know what? I'll tell that story to Tom when I get on. Yeah. Oh, this is funny that happened at the concert we were at. I'll bring it up. But it's not like, hey, when I bring this up, you say this or you use this phrase.
Yep.
This is how we talk. Now, mind you, we are professional people. When we leave here, we don't go into work and Tom doesn't say, hey, you got a piss cup, boss?
No, I don't do that.
And I don't sit there and say, excuse me, Your Honor, why don't you put the X in sex and touch me, right here? We obviously know how to handle ourselves.
Excuse me, Your Honor, under that robe, have you ever needed a urinal funnel?
So, yeah, this is how we are. This is how we talk. And if we did it differently, I think it wouldn't be authentic and you guys would read right through it. You would read right through it. Yep. And, mind you, if we have somebody that's a little bit more serious, an author, we had Greg Prado on his awesome book. I'm not wasting his time talking about piss cups with Greg Prado.
Exactly.
We obviously know where to go and what to do with certain people.
It's the ability to turn off the silliness when you need to be a little bit quote unquote professional.
I always say, and my motto is, maturity is knowing when to be mature. That's it. You don't have to always be that way. You can be fun. The last thing I want to read is a nice email we got from Angelo. Angelo writes this. You guys are Kiss. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Just enough laughs and a bunch of great Kiss info. Been a fan since 1976. I actually remember the Halloween special. Kids. No, I just added that part. I was 8 years old and Gene scared the hell out of me. I agree about Margaret Hamilton's boobs. LOL. See?
Awful.
I told you, Tom. I told you.
No. Look, Peter, we like Angelo, but he's clearly a dirty old man. So
yeah, I'm with him on it. You're right on. Peter, I feel, is an underrated drummer. Yeah. I've been playing drums for over 40 years, and he always will be very influential in my drumming style. Shit, I wore the Catman makeup when it wasn't even Halloween.
Nice.
So did I, my friend.
Yep.
Keep up the great work. I only just started listening to your podcast, but what I heard so far is fantastic. I've learned to respect Gene's bass ability, especially after going back listening to Love Gun.
Yeah.
Your impressions of Ace and actually all the original members are spot on. Keep reviewing all the albums. Can't wait until you hit Dynasty and Alive 2. Not sure why Rocket Ride was never featured on an earlier LP rather than side 4 of Alive 2. Take care, guys. Kiss Army forever. Angelo.
Awesome.
Emails like that make our day, and we will read them when you send us them.
Yep.
Thank you. And I agree with you. I don't know why Rocket Ride wasn't on. That song kicks ass. But
Angelo, thank you for that email. That's great.
Absolutely. So remember, guys, if you want to send us an email, shout it out loudcast@gmail.com. Shout it out loudcast@gmail.com. And don't forget those 5-star child reviews on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever, and Podchaser as well, right?
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me.
Ooh.
Yep.
Anyways, Tom, we have a lot to choose from, but why don't you give us your famous last words?
Though the time apart seems endless, all my thoughts remain with you. I believe one day we'll make our dreams come true. Can you get any cheesier and cornier than that? Nope.
Oh, my God. Paul Stanley solo?
That's right. Hold me, touch me, baby.
All right. Now, I'm going to beat that because mine is so like love, corny, emotional. You're going to probably fall in love with me with these lyrics.
Oh, boy.
She took my finger. Here's a button to press. I raised my fang, and she dropped her dress. I'll take you on a cruise you'll never forget. She said, we better move because I'm already wet.
Spectacular.
That is the best poem you can send to your secret admirer, the person that you want to get for Valentine's.
Right.
Maybe save it for next year because now we are past Valentine's, right?
That's right. That's right, baby. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this little fun, belated Valentine's. Again, thank you guys so much for listening and for interacting and just the emails, the texts, the tweets, the retweets, the Facebook comments, the et cetera, et cetera. We're just so happy that everybody is in on this together. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, and finally, I also almost wanted to thank, I forgot to thank our host, Pantheon Podcast.
Oh, yes.
We've got all those great podcasts out there.
Yep.
We thank you, and thank you, Tom, and thank you, Kiss Army. Peace out, Girl Scout.